Cathy Engelbert is the commissioner of the WNBA. She's also a CNBC 2024 changemaker. Sarat Sethi also with us. Cathy, welcome back. Good to have you here.
It's great to be here.
You were last with us right at the start of the season, right after the draft, which was extraordinarily exciting. The season has lived up to expectations by almost every metric.
Absolutely lived up to expectations, exceeded them much more so as quickly as we thought coming off that historic draft. These rookies have put on quite a season, and it's not just Caitlin and Angel. Rickea Jackson and other rookies are killing it this year. And then our veterans have really stepped up. Asia Wilson's having a historic season for the Aces, and Brianna Stewart in New York. So, yeah, and you mentioned all the revenue drivers. We also signed a historic media deal since I was here last.
That's right.
Long-term media deal, which was important for the stability of the league. And as people have been calling it a growth stock, we have a lot of upside to
How much did the Olympics help or hurt you?
Well, we do take an Olympic break, but because we had such great momentum going in, including to our All-Star game, our most viewed All-Star game ever. So coming off of that, the women, U.S. women won the gold medal, but it was a highly competitive game against France where there were several WNBA players. So we have now about 17% of our players born outside the United States. So we're kind of globalizing our player population like the NBA and other sports have. So I think it was a good thing to raise. I mean, I was in Paris. The vibe in that arena for those games was unbelievable. France, Belgium, obviously the U.S., France. France being in both gold medal games, men and women, was so exciting because you had the hometown crowd there as well. So I think it was accretive to global basketball.
It wasn't in the Olympics. It wasn't just the women's basketball. It was women's volleyball. A lot of women's sports is taking off, it seems to me.
Yeah, it's a confluence of a lot of positive elements, and it's a lot of capital coming into women's sports. We raised capital 2.5 years ago when nobody really was thinking about investing in women's sports. And now we're getting calls, many calls from people, private equity, everybody who wants to invest in women's sports.
Let's go to that question, which raises some sensitivities of rivalries between players. In the case of Angel Reese, who's just had to shut it down because of a wrist injury, Caitlin Clark, who's continuing to play. Rivalry that goes back to their college days, presumably, where I guess some trash talking entered in. But now it seems on some social media channels to have taken a darker turn, a more menacing turn, where race has been introduced into the conversation, where sexuality is sometimes introduced into the conversation. How do you try and stay ahead of that, try and tamp it down, or act as a league when two of your most visible players are involved, not personally, it would seem, but their fan bases are involved in saying some very uncharitable things about the other?
Well, the one thing that's great about the league right now, we do sit at this intersection of culture and sport and fashion and music. Like the WNBA players are really looked at now as kind of cultural icons.
True.
And when you have that, you have a lot of attention on you. There's no more apathy. Everybody cares. It is a little that Bird Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals. They don't want everybody being nice to one another. So the social media is different today than it was in 1979 when it didn't exist. But, you know, I always tell the players, you know, I was told a long time ago, if someone's typing something in and you wouldn't ask their advice, ignore it. So it's a balance, but certainly from a marketing dollars, but corporate partners are stepping up to endorse these players much more so than they were 5 years ago because they see the benefit of having women and diverse women representing their brand. I agree.
Rivalries are good. Manning and Brady, the prime one among them. If the economy turns sour, how does it affect your business?
Yeah, in sports, a lot of the corporate partnership dollars are discretionary dollars. That's why it's important to lock in and do scenario planning around locking into longer-term deals, whether it's a media deal like we just locked in for 11 years. Having that revenue stream fixed for at least that period of time is good in every economic outcome. But it's scenario planning. Certainly corporations who have discretionary dollars who put it towards sports, and we know they go to men's sports before they go to women's sports. So we do scenario planning around that, Tyler.